Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back to another episode of EU4 as the Kingdom of God. In previous episode, we did, we did actually annex a Ragusa. We got the Golden Age started and all that, so we're doing pretty good in here overall. We did also unlock the universities. I haven't actually built any though, and that's something that I probably should do. Oh, and there we go. Geneva has been sieged down. We could try to get to Valais. I'm guessing the Swedes are probably going to be somewhat perturbed by all this. Northern been sieged down already by Baden. Oh, is France helping Bohemia again? Yeah, I think they are. This random army is getting sack wiped in France. Not by the French, mind you, but just in general. Florence is going to get one, or Firenze is going to be getting at least one of those universities. Then we'll probably get one in Milano, maybe one in Venice. Definitely one in Rome, and then we'll figure out the rest afterwards. We only need 3, but we'll probably get 4 just in case. Actually, we probably need 5 for the Age of Absolutism, so yeah, might as well go for that directly. We're also going to be getting another reform very shortly. Let's have a look. What is the next one? Separation of power. So, Clerical Commission. That would give us reduced unrest. More diplomatic relations, that could be actually quite handy. Envoy travel time would be reduced, so that is probably pretty good. Max absolutism. We're not really going to lean too heavily on the absolutism this go around. Oh, Parliament. I don't think we're going to go with Parliament. Constitutional theocracy. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the Clerical Commission. That way we can have another vassal or something. A bit easier anyway. Ooh, a little bit of sailor as well, that's not good. Oh, there's a bit of battle going there. I'm sure the Austrians can win that, though. Did they actually... Oh, yeah, they did escape from there. Who are we fighting again? No one in there. Okay. We'll just go ahead and bring this a little bit closer then, shall we? General Hospital. The suggestion has been put forward to set up a general hospital to create a place where the needy would be welcome and assisted. Public health is very important, and to offer a free midwifery course and some establishment to combat disease would increase well-being for everyone. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Clergy's not going to necessarily like that entirely, but that's fine. There's still quite a bit of troops in the north over there. I'm just going to focus down on the Swiss, and then after that I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the relative peace that we are enjoying in here anyway. We do still need to start preparing for a war against the Ottomans. But the problem is that they are allied to France, and we need to basically get the war started when France is busy with other things. They do. Ooh, that's a massive army that they have, and that might be because they're fighting a war. They may have a lot more troops raised than they usually would. Ooh, there we go. That's one siege done. Let's get this one to help with the other siege, and I suppose this army can just get it back to Italy. Which is from shady people. We'll take the spy network construction. Not that we initially need it right now, but we'll take it. And then the Knights, we can go ahead and improve your trust on us, hopefully. So now it's 60. It's going to be slowly increasing, but yeah, we can speed that up a little bit. We do not intend to annex the Knights. We want to keep them as March. Problem is that it's just... Well, I suppose, when does the truce with Venice end again? In 5 years? Then we might just go actually... Oh, well, there goes Ulm. How much would it cost to annex all of the... It's 90% for all of it. Okay, well, we are going to be giving control of a decent chunk of this, hopefully, to the Knights. So that way they can have at least a bit of a sort of base of operations, if you will. And also a bit of an economic base there, realistically speaking. So yeah, that would be ideal. So Albania, you are now much more likely to give us... oh yeah, there we go. Let's get the 50% trade power from you. Probably means that we are now... It's 37%. That may not have updated yet. No, it's still 37%. Okay, well, the Swiss have been sieged down. Time to get my troops back in Italy. I do actually wonder, so none of these are the electors, are they? No. That's a bit of a shame. We do need to kind of get Augsburg as a vassal or something, but that's easier said than done. We can recall that diplomat from Albania, I suppose, while everything else is getting sorted out. So the Venetians still have a lot of ships that are said to be pirating, but they're not actually doing that. Not entirely sure what their plan there is, if they have any. Oh, Colonial Louisiana. For the French. I mean, good on them, I suppose. We get a little bit of artillery over here, I think. Or that little small army. Right, what are we looking at for the reform? Still need another 10 points. We're getting about 1.7 per month, though, so that's not too bad. I guess it's like a half a year, and then we'll be able to get the next reform. Oh, that's the Swiss gone. Did they give... Oh, no, they gave Zurich to Austria. They probably would have wanted even more land from them, but yeah, because I held the occupation there, they could not. Which means we were successful. Wait, do we? Oh, hold on a minute. No. We needed to get the university over here. Actually, universities in a few other places as well. Let's get one in Milano, one in Venice. Genoa is going to get one next month. Ooh. Right, the war has ended. Plunder will cede a province to Austria. Give war reps so we get a bit of money. Just about enough to get the university in Genoa. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would be enough for the 5, at least for the... Well, I suppose the era is going to be changing very shortly, isn't it? Yeah, 2 years, and we'll be into the next one. But our troops are set up in here. The Knights have actually quite a large army, which is kind of helping us in here. I didn't even realize that they were trying to do that. I do... Ooh, hold on a minute. No, that wouldn't really help too much. The fact that Spain is still very, very strong. Oh, revolt in Thessaloniki. Well, we had the troops there, so that's quite easily dealt with. That's at least good. Now, how is our traditions right now for... Okay, so army tradition, about 67%, or 7 point. Then Navy at 42, so it's not too bad. It could be better, but it could also be a whole lot worse. Let's get these troops actually a little bit further south. Make sure that we're kind of safely near the ports, or behind the ports preferably. And continue drilling then, to keep the drill up. Make sure that we got a good professionalism. I mean, it probably won't be growing that quickly. It's already 62%, so it's not too bad. Could be a lot higher, admittedly. But we haven't been focusing too much on that. I'm sure we'll still reach about 100 professionalism eventually. Oh, Portugal announced France's arrival. Okay. Current reform. Let's see. We'll get the Diplo relation. Also reduces unrest a little bit, which is quite handy. So now we can have 5. So let's actually have a look. Is there anyone that I could... Ingolstadt and Munich I could try to vassalize. They would not really be the ideal options, perhaps, but it could be done. I could alternatively try to offer alliance to the Prussians, I presume. No, actually I can't. Oh, because they are... Right, yeah. They are a junior part of Brandenburg. They definitely want to get their independence, mind you, but right now there's not too much I can do about that. Let's actually have a look. Spain. If we were to declare war on you, I've got plenty of claims. Can I get France to help me? I could, and Austria as well. This would be a very, very big war. How would be the fleet situation? I guess that's the big question. Like, troops-wise, we would actually have the advantage. Just about. It's actually fairly close. I suspect some of the enemies would be fairly easy to defeat. Or relatively easy. Let's actually have a look. So there's Poland, Brittany, and Portugal. Brittany would be somewhat easy to just stomp down and not worry about too much. Spain itself would be a bit of a tricky one. I do actually wonder, how big of a fleet do they have? 110 ships. We've got a little bit larger, but of course there's a lot of light ships. And Portugal's got another 52 ships. I could still fight them somewhat easily in the Mediterranean with my fleet. Not necessarily perfect, but oh, right, let's actually upgrade some of the ships there. Right, it's the merchantmen that we got not that long ago. We're also going to be getting an upgrade for the galleys next tech level. Oh, Ottomans announced Austria's arrival. Trade protection. Yeah, right then. How is Constantinople, actually? No pirates there right now. Could be a potential location to do a bit of pirating, though. Oh, are we actually transferring any trade power from... Yeah, we're transferring a little bit towards Valencia, and from Valencia we're transferring down to Genoa. Genoa, unfortunately, is not the... Oh, yeah, no, there's quite a difference between English Channel and Genoa, unfortunately. We can still get a decent bit of trade in there, just not quite sufficient. We are not going to get the trade power in Ragusa, are we? Although, I suppose I can now get a bit more trade depots. So, we've got one already in there. Let's see, what's the next biggest increase? I suppose Firenze would be pretty good. Get that underway, so we'll get even more trade power. And I suppose some of that should then transfer upstream into Ragusa. It might not be sufficient, mind you, but at least some of it should be hitting in there. Oh, if I declare it on Naples directly, I won't be able to invite... oh, hello. Hey, there we go. Let's get the points. Got the Vatican... Oh, no, we had the Vatican Library already, but we got the Pontifical Universities. Okay, I think the next big war that we're going to do is probably against Spain. So, how much can we increase the army size? Not really that much. I mean, we could potentially build some more regimental camps, to be fair, and easily increase the numbers a bit further. But I suppose what I'm going to probably do, if we're going to be fighting the Spanish, we'll probably need to get an army into Corsica. They don't have any force over here in Sardinia, so that's actually kind of useful for us. Oh, knowledge share from... Oh, yeah, sure, France. You can have that. I'll definitely take your 13 ducats a month. I suppose that would also allow us to get rid of that the Spanish fleet over here. Oh, no, that's actually an Ottoman fleet right now doing privateering. But there's also, I think, at least there were some Spanish fleets in here. I guess not anymore. But I suppose, yeah, another thing that we can do is we can... Oh, hold on a minute. If we look at the Knights of Mission, so there's the Malta. It's owned by the Knights. Yeah, so what I can do is if I can take Malta in the peace deal, I can hand that to the Knights so they can get at least one of their missions done. They can start fortifying the island there and all that. It's also going to be a nice sort of spot for them. I'm probably going to take at least Sardinia, maybe a little bit Sicily. Or it depends, I suppose, if Naples is going to get annexed. So we'll probably take Sardinia and then a bit of Naples in the peace deal against Spain. Also, we might try to just, you know, wreck Poland as much as possible in that peace deal. But we'll see how it goes. I guess the Spanish do have a fairly... Yeah, they've got decent sized army. We do have a little bit larger than they do. But the difference isn't quite as high as one might hope. We're definitely over our naval force limit, though, by quite a wide margin. Oh, Naples has embraced global trade. Well, that's... Considering that you are getting integrated here in the next 6 years, that's probably not going to be quite sufficient. Although I could, in theory, do a quick war against Venice again. Enforce peace between us and the Poles. Oh, actually, what I can do is I can, in the peace deal against Poland, I can have them break their alliance with Spain, which would actually allow us to do some changes, or make it a little bit easier for us. And the Po Valley, actually, diplomatic reputation advisor might not be the worst idea. True, yeah, we'll get that one. It's a bit cheaper for us. So we'll save a bit of points there, or a bit of money, while also still getting the same amount of points. And the extra diplomatic reputation definitely doesn't hurt. So now, I suppose, if we have a look at the actual papal actions, I can appoint cardinals. But where? You know what, France? I'm going to appoint a cardinal. There we go. There's some foreign debts that we could take on, or we could influence some nations. I'm not going to do either one of those, really. But right, so the influence, upper vassalizations, there's Munich and Ingolstadt that we could vassalize them. Oh, Augsburg has actually grown quite large comparatively speaking of what they started with. At the start of the League War. Yeah, they got these three. Bohemia is still... Well, they got France as an ally, so they got a very strong beating stick to sort of wave about. Get some more trade power. Because trade power means more money. Oh, we lost the 2 siege bit general over here. That's unfortunate. Okay, 3300. I mean, probably good for drilling at least. It's not bad for fighting necessarily. Like, it's kind of average. But the lack of maneuver does mean that attrition is going to be a bit of a painful experience, most likely. I suppose we're still way ahead of time in tech, so I suppose I could just spend some more points on development. There we go, got a few more building slots opened up. Wait, there's some tactical development. So I don't suppose... Oh, we could get a shipyard actually in Urbino now. Oh, we don't have one in Ancona yet. That's, yeah, that's going to be a little bit tricky. Not impossible, but tricky. I guess we could go and develop this a little bit further. Ultimate compensation. Oh, that's expensive. We'll just take the loans. We'll pay off that soon enough. I think in a few years we'll have all of that sorted out. Colonial Peru for Portugal, okay. Russia wants to buy a... you know what, sure. Not that I need the prestige to be fair, but it's all good. We're getting 104 ducats profit right now per month. It's not bad. I suppose we are still getting the, yeah, 13.5 ducats from the French. So that does pay a bit of a part there for sure. I do actually wonder, if we have a look at the ledger, economy, total income, we are actually, ooh. We have the highest income. We're a decent margin now. Well, there's a 30 ducat difference. Of course, that does include the knowledge sharing, but still, it's not bad. The Ottomans get more taxation, less production, and less trade. They do get a bit of gold and vassals and things like that. And then Russians are actually low on all three of the main things here compared to us and all that. So yeah, we're doing pretty good in there then. Let's have a look at the army sizes. Oh yeah, the Ottomans have a massive force limit. They don't have a massive amount of manpower right now, but they're constantly fighting wars. The Russians have a fairly sizable army. The French are also decent size. They have a lot of force limit, which they're not really utilizing yet. I suppose... Oh, right. The advisor, I guess we'll take the admin points. Because the prestige would be kind of wasted. Oh dear, that's another general that was just lost. That wasn't a drilling accident, though. 4542. You know what? That's pretty decent. That's definitely a 3-star. I'm not going to drill that one. Just to keep it safe. But yeah, we need to pay off some of the loans sooner rather than later. But we've got 3 years until we could declare war on Venice. And yeah, that would probably be actually the better option. So that we can force Poland to break their alliance with Spain. Possibly even Franconia. At least break the alliance with Spain, which means the war against Spain itself is going to be a bit easier because it's not going to be 3-1 front war, it's only going to be 2 front war. It's still not necessarily going to be easy, but it's going to be slightly easier, especially if we can get both Austria and France to help with that. I do actually wonder, so the Knights, how much, they've got an army of 10 regiments, I mean, that's not too bad. Oh, and there's the Age of Absolutism. There we go. How many other things do we already meet? 2. We've got the universities and we won the religious war. Absolutism, how much can we actually have? We could have 15. Yeah, we've got a whole lot of these things in here, but I'm actually fine with that. I'm not going to be, you know, too heavy on the absolutism. Some of the bonuses can be quite nice. We'll get a little bit, but it's not going to be too bad. Oh. Wait a minute, what? Why have we lost all the accepted cultures? Why are we a duchy? Are we in a... I don't think that's supposed to be the case. Oh, okay. We lost our rank. Well, that may have had a bit of impact on our income then. And that's partially because we are in part of the HRA still. I'm going to spend a bit of the diplo points then to embrace some of these cultures. Because we're not elector or anything like that. We're not kingdom rank. That caught me a little bit off guard there, I'll be honest. You know what, we'll go ahead and get the army from here back to Greece. So we can do a quick little war against the Venetians. I don't suppose if we have any... Well, yeah, technically speaking, the Knights have some claims down there, so it shouldn't be too bad. Where's the capital? Oh, they've moved the capital to Cephalonia. Might be a tiny bit of addition there. I could probably... Let me get that 10,000 in army into Corfu. I guess I could also go ahead and start... Well, actually, no. We've still got 2 years before we are going to do the war, so let's just speed up so we can get to that. Oh, truce with Poland ended. Alright then. Ooh. Right, Prussia is still getting occupied. Oh dear, we're losing stability. And France declaring more wars in the New World. Oh, I mean, that doesn't surprise me, to be fair, but... Yeah, let's go. Well, actually, I'm not going to need them in the war against the Venetians, at least. Ooh, nobility loses more influence. Alright then, alright then. Should be able to pay off another loan. We're getting 107 ducats per month. We've got total income of about 280 ducats. Yeah, we've got these promoted cultures. There's still more cultures that we would want to promote, but we won't be able to do that quite yet. Oh, I wonder if the Pretender Rebellion over here will succeed. Because that would then make Naples independent, which would allow us... How much would it actually cost? It's 105%. So we wouldn't be able to necessarily annex them entirely, but we'd try to get like a bit more... To get at least the toe of the boot, so to speak. Maybe a little bit there. So it would leave like a bit of a coastline there to separate them. Or... No, they're Catholics, so I don't think I'd be able to necessarily... Oh. War has changed. Right, there's a lot of mercenaries now available. Galileo Galilei. I will take the stability. Reduce the tech cost. I mean, we are still quite a bit ahead of time on all of the tech-related things. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, mind you. I guess I could also go ahead and... Oh, plus another general. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's have a look. It's this one. 6241. I paid... Yeah, we're starting to get pretty good generals in here. I'm not necessarily going to drill this one either. I'm going to get that one to Friuli. Prepare to march over to... Oh, merchants landed. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess this one could also stop drilling for now. We'll still give one army drilling. Just to be on the safe side. Ah, it's Holstein incident now. Question of Holstein. Demand the restoration of Holstein. Denmark, Albania, and Franconia changed by 15. The Emperor demands the restoration of Holstein to the Empire from Denmark. Or relinquish the Imperial claim. No, we demand that. Let's also go ahead and pay off another loan. We'll have another... Oh, actually, only one loan remaining now. Well, that's not too bad then. But looks like the Pretender Rebellion in Naples is actually doing surprisingly well. So they might get their independence. New traders... No. All the traitor research is heretical or whatnot. No, it is not. Should be able to pay off the loan very shortly. That we're making 110 ducats per month now again. Which is pretty decent, I would say. We can probably... well, yeah, we're going to stop the admin focus right now. To have a bit more balanced income. Oh! Naples is independent. I still got a whole lot of claims there. We'll do a quick little detour down here in the south. Let me just double check. Is that still... Oh, 139% now. Decent bit. I don't think I have a truce with them, do I? No. Well, this is going to be perfect. Ottomans do have a bit of a fleet over here, though. I'm getting slightly concerned about them. I don't think they are going after me quite yet, at least. Which is, I suppose, a bit of a saving grace. Where's the fleet from Genoa? The big fleet down here. Let's go ahead and regroup this. Does mean that the Ottomans might be doing a bit more pirating in Genoa right now, but we can go and stop this in Gulf of Taranto. And then Naples. I think it might be time for us to take Avellino. I don't think I need any allies on this one. I'm going to keep that one actually sit there for a moment. I mean, if you want to attack me there, who am I to say no? Get a bit of troops to help with that. Oh wow, that was a stack wipe. 29,000 men stack wipe. That is impressive. And we'll also get the siege going over here in Dari already, and then... Yeah, we can probably push back the army over there. Could already get the admin tech, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. Although we are pretty close to our limited admin points again, so let's go and do a quick little development. I suppose what I could do... Let's actually wreck the fleet first. Then we'll go ahead and blockade Bari. Right, it's Bari, not Dari here. So we'll go ahead and deal with that soon enough. Yeah, there we go, that's a stack wipe. Once we siege down this, so that's a lot of ships actually that will be pushed out. Ooh, I do wonder. So this one doesn't have a shipyard yet. Could spend a bit of points on developing this. I don't want to spend too much of the military points anymore, actually. Because we're going to be taking the naval ideas next. Because he is really powerful with the short or the naval barrage. Oh, well, there goes the knowledge sharing. I have a bit of a scuffle over here with our fleets, and that is going to be an easy victory. Yep. Oh wow, the siege of Bari already ended. Right, we captured 4 more galleys. Not bad. And I guess we just annihilated the entire fleet in the process. We are, you know, I suppose, as one does. Right, they might be willing to take a peace deal, so we'll get that. Get these 2. Is that a coalition? Naples and Venice? It's not that bad. Okay, that would be Spain as well. I'm going to get those 3 and then just take as much money as possible. Could maybe even get the war reparations. There we go, that was a nice quick little war. Let's get the coring started. And we do have another trade... Oh, right, yeah, since we're no longer at war. I'm going to increase our goose out to level 3, actually. We've got the money now. That would also give us the... Hopefully the trade power... No, well, not necessarily the trade power needed in here yet. And I suppose now that we've got that, we could... Actually, no, we've got the army there. I'm going to send... You know, Kazoo is going to stay here. We're going to send the other 2 armies north. Do we have any more shipyards? Oh, yeah, Ancona, we can build a shipyard. There we go. We can sort out our naval force limit issues. And how long until the truce with Venice ends? That's June. Okay, so that's not too far. But I do see that we are actually... Oh, hold on a minute. Ottomans are fighting Venice. Portugal... Oh. Why is this war about? Ottoman conquers Morea. Does Venice have... Oh, they've got Poland as an ally. And Portugal's defender of faith. Oh. Okay. You know, now could well be... Well, no. Is France part of that war? They are. Okay. So they're fighting the Spanish already. Oh, no, not the Spanish, but the Portuguese. They've got a whole lot of armies just heading down that way. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and next time, bye-bye.